So I was calculating in my head, when I'm selling these $25 t-shirts, I started looking at everything in $25 increments. So I want some shoes. They're $200. It's 8 t-shirts. In my head, I'm like, yo, it's just 8 t-shirts. It's good. Yo, I want this car, and the car note is $600. Oh, that's how many? 16 t-shirts?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's X amount of t-shirts. And that's when money became smaller. Because I'm like, okay, now I know I'm gonna go out and earn it. Look, are you a coach, a consultant, a service provider, or a course creator? Listen, you want your clients to pay you $3,000 to $10,000 for your program. You want to stop nickel and diming. You want $3,000 to $10,000 clients. Listen, I got a special gift for you, okay? This is from my friend, my buddy, and a coach of mine. He helped me make $30,000 in a week. My first time making $30,000 in a week, I had 6 5K clients, okay? He helped me. Listen, it works even if you don't have a big following. As a result, his program has accumulated $250 million in revenue for his clients. Do you want part of that? Listen, there's a personal endorsement from my boy, No Cap. I'll show you the receipts. You get free access. Go to socialproofgift.com or text PROOF to 904-447-5274. All right, let's get into the episode. Welcome to another edition of the Social Proof Podcast. We are the most amazing entrepreneurship podcast on earth. We're the most amazing podcast on earth. Are you ready now? You sure? You don't got other business to handle while we're doing the podcast?
You guys, David likes to catch me while I'm doing other things. When he was just doing something, we're technically 25 minutes into the time that we should have started. You were just on a personal call, but we'll let you have that.
But according to last episode, remember we was talking about lateness? Right?
We definitely talked about tardiness.
And what time did you get here?
10:02.
What time were you supposed to? What time did I say we're going to start recording?
10 a.m.
Are you okay with that?
I was here at 10:02. I walked in.
No. Question is, are you okay with that?
Yes. Would you like to know why?
Not really.
Because when I arrived, okay, we were still not prepared. So, you know. So
question for my live studio audience. In the event that, let's say, Ariel, you're a podcast host, right? If I'm like, yo, we're going to record at 10 o'clock, what time would you come through?
My name is Bennett.
No, your name is, because your name is not
Don't
Bennett.
Forget we got live Q&A tomorrow,
If your name
Ariel.
was, in fact, Bennett, you could not be in it. But what time would you show? If we're going to record at 10, what would you? About 9:45. Because what could have happened was, you got here 9:45, you could have helped with the setup and stuff.
So, Ariel, would you still arrive at 9:45 if it is the habit of the production team to be tardy and getting set up? And when you offer assistance, the production team constantly tells you, no, Donni, just have a seat.
Because by the time she gets here, it's already done. You know what I mean? You're not going to win this one. Because,
was it done when I arrived today, Ariel?
First off, if we record at 10, you being okay with coming at 10:02 is okay. Unless you're Oprah. In that case, you show up when it's time to go.
We are the top 5 highest rated podcasts in the world.
That's a fact. And Joe was a little late today. I'm on everybody's head today, okay? Joe's a little late. And Joe's been, first off, Joe has been late a little bit. He's been slipping.
Joe's been slipping.
The more money you make, the more lax you get. Mm-hmm. But when you just starting and you're hungry, you there early, you make sure, you need anything, you good.
You're securing the opportunity.
Absolutely.
But once you know the opportunity has been secured, it's like I'm going to show up when I feel like showing up.
100%.
As long as I get the job done.
But what I can say about Donni is she's been consistently late. I'm talking about first episode. She said she's in at 10:10. So you've been consistent across the board.
10:10 is my arrival time. Yeah. And technically, 10:10 is my arrival time. And the fact that I got here at 10:02 this morning, I was really excited about it. Like, I was on the interstate and I had already commanded that when I exited the interstate today, that the light be green and available for me to proceed. Sure. Typically, I get caught right at that light off the exit. And then again at the very next one. But today, I commanded that they both be available and ready for me to proceed through, and they were.
Okay. What time did you get here, Aria? And she's not even on the podcast. First, both of y'all. Okay, are y'all gonna say anything about me? Or can I just rant at y'all real quick? Anyway. All right, cool. Well,
are we gonna talk about your knees out and you looking like a hoochie daddy today?
No, this is trendy, right? Trendy? Like with the ripped jeans.
Yeah,
I'm cool.
Today he does look okay. Usually you have on your Knickerbocker shorts.
Keeping it real, I'm the cool dad. So when I go to Corey's school and pick her up, the teachers be like, "Oh, okay." I'm fly. I think the kids be looking like, "Oh, she got the cool dad." The teachers,
the guys,
period.
Like the PE teachers.
I'm the cool dad, period. But anyway.
The language arts teacher isn't saying that. The PE teacher, though, basketball coach.
Language arts teacher, we on you, though.
The art
teacher.
Your boy. All the eclectics.
Where's
on
Mrs.
your boy.
Shans, huh? Nah, they don't be on that. Nah. Look, you want a podcast
no
right
Mrs. Shans today? Where's my water?
Right
thank
there.
You.
All right, so we are fresh off of Houston last week.
Maybe.
We did. No, this is coming out. Yeah, we're on a schedule.
First of all, we don't ever date the podcast. Why would we start today?
No, I'm saying we're fresh off of Houston, though.
Last week. Might as well go with it.
Yeah, we're fresh off. Houston was absolutely amazing.
Houston was insane.
Yeah. This taping is, this live taping, this tour is shaping up to be really, really dope, man.
It's a thing.
It's a whole thing.
It's a thing.
It was like 50 people in LA. Mm-hmm. And then Houston was about 75?
75.
About 75 people in Houston. And we're going to be coming to their city soon.
Yeah,
so
we'll be coming to your city.
150 their city. No, this is absolutely amazing, man. And full transparency, in LA, it was a tragedy.
Aww. It was not well produced.
It wasn't well produced.
It wasn't well planned out because it was our first one. Yeah. I don't think we realized the scope of how major it is to bring a podcast to a different state in an environment that's not our usual setup.
Yeah. We thought we could just pull up.
We thought we could pull up. First of all, it was the middle of rush hour.
The middle of rush hour.
In the middle of downtown LA.
Y'all been to LA? Traffic? Insane.
There was no
Hold on, no, but I was still... Okay, we said we was going to get there at 4. We got there an hour early.
Gosh.
We still got there. Yeah. No, I think I think Donni was blaming her lateness on traffic just now. That's why I wanted to bring that up.
No, my hotel was literally 4 minutes away. I wasn't late. I was not late. I asked you if I needed to be there early. You said no, and thank God you did. You said no, just come. And I came.
Well, let's just run the theme of you being late. Okay, so anyway, it was traffic.
There was no air.
It was no air. They had
an industrial fan
air unit that you put in the window, but it wasn't like the traditional one you see like hanging out the window. It was a unit and then like a little pipe type thing and then a little thing that hangs out the window for the whole place. That joint, it was super hot.
Very hot.
Super muggy. The lighting, I didn't like the lighting on the video. I should have checked that.
The lighting wasn't great. And the sun was directly
was crazy.
In our face. But
speakers, we couldn't get that together for a long time.
The sound was insane. Couldn't hear it. The sound was so bad that our in-studio guests couldn't hear us.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Like, it wasn't even...
if they could, it was like pitching, peaking.
Mm-hmm.
That joint was nuts.
That little noise thing that hurts your ears.
Yeah.
But the conversation and the contents of the podcast itself was great. In fact, it was so good that I wish it happened in a different environment because that deserved excellent production.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. The good news is it was necessary, though.
Yeah.
And here's the entrepreneurial point of it. We have there's probably like 20 questions now that we put together that we're asking every venue when we move forward. Like, not do you have speakers, but what type of speakers? Not do you have microphones, but what type of microphones? Not is there air? Because the last people, if I say, yo, is your air? They'll be like, yeah. Air is air. The little window unit with the little pipe and the vacuum joint out the side. And then I'm starting to Google stuff because they did have a big fan. You know the big fan thing? They did have that. So I take the fan and point the fan out the window because for some reason, I think that works. You point the fan outside so it cools off the room. Is that right? Y'all don't know? I don't know. I don't know where I got that from. Because I did it and somebody was looking at me. Yes? My phone? Oh, you need my phone. Okay. Thank you.
What is this though? Is that? Oh, so when you do it down here, if you had done it, okay.
Yeah, so we're asking what type of air conditioner?
Essentially, we put SOPs in place for the podcast.
SOPs.
Standard operating procedures, guys, in every aspect of what you do. You think, and it's down even to, we were on a team call yesterday. Was that yesterday morning?
Yes.
Yeah. On a team call yesterday morning, and down to, is David's flight booked? Is Donnie's flight booked? Is the team's flight booked? If so, what airline, what seat, what this, what that? Like, you can't just, when you're traveling for business, and even if you implemented this like on a family trip, where things would be so much organized if
SOPs
you had
on a family trip. My wife.
Yeah, for the travel stuff, like we need to know. We don't want to arrive at the hotel and there are surprises. Yeah. You want to know these same things, right? 100%. How far are we going to be from whatever these things are that we're supposed to do? You end up in somewhere like LA and everything is all the way on the other side of town in traffic. That's a disastrous family trip.
100%.
So anyway, SOPs were implemented for every detail at this point. You know what's missing from that list is making sure, I don't know, maybe it was put on there, making sure we both receive, or everybody receives, confirmation of their flight and hotel. Sending the confirmation.
Okay.
Let's add that to the list.
Okay, cool. But I think that people don't move forward because there is so much to do. Like, in whatever your business or practice is, you're afraid of that happening.
Yeah.
I do something and it doesn't work out the way I plan it's going to work out. But that is what's necessary. Mm-hmm. So right off of LA, we put all this stuff in place. And then Houston is amazing. But then we're analyzing Houston and say, okay, what can we do better in this situation? So the next city is going to be even more amazing. And we have an even longer list of things to ask. But you can't even get to that unless you embrace the L. So right now, I'm looking forward to something going wrong. Especially at this point. I think we have a good show. You on the gram?
What are we doing?
we gotta kick the show up a little bit because he's clearly.
Are you bored? Are you drifting? What's going on? Is this conversation beneath you?
This is a good point too. I was just cooking just now. But anyway, I'm looking forward to something going wrong at this level because I know where we're going.
Yeah.
And I would hate for something to go wrong at that level that can go wrong right now.
Yes.
I'm so looking forward to the L.
And then also, when you take that L, that first L, Los Angeles was an expensive L to take. Yeah. That was a very costly L to take. I missed the flight. And that was on me for not properly planning from the VIP dinner to the airport. You know, we didn't talk about that in advance. So it's like, oh, well, the VIP dinner is at this time, but my flight is at this time. Yeah. I'll go to the VIP dinner when I should have just gone to the airport, but I didn't want the VIPs to miss out on what they were told they would get. LA was an expensive L. That had me in LA another 2 days, I think. Mm-hmm.
That was kind of
one day was on me. Yeah. One day was on me. But it was expensive. And so taking these L's up front, making these mistakes up front will save you. It may cost you in the beginning something, but in the long term, it's going to... Imagine if we didn't pay attention and we winged Houston. Mm-hmm. And then we wing Orlando or wherever we're going. I think Orlando's next. Imagine if we didn't immediately go into action. Orlando. It's not... Is it Tampa? It's Tampa.
Tampa, yeah.
Tampa's next. Yeah. So imagine if we just said, oh man, that was... If we just laughed about it. Yeah. If we just laughed about it. Like even after LA happened... I'm like, yo, we need to meet. Yeah, we met at the restaurant at Thumbs Up. Like, yo, we got to get this together. Yeah, for sure. And you told me you had a team on it. And so I think going through the process and respecting the L.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you can win out of the gate, that part's great. But if you don't, you can't quit. If you do, we could have been embarrassed. We could have said we can't record. But we said we're going to do this podcast. period.
For sure. I think how you approach the losses dictate, I think it's based on the person, because some people take a loss like that and say, nope, I need some more time to plan. We said, no, we got the next city. We're just going to address these issues. We're going to address the issues head on and making sure it doesn't happen again. But it just affects people differently. So when things go wrong, two things, you either
like
start you either start hoping for the best and saying, yo, I just hope it gets better next time.
Yeah.
Or you pay attention to the situation, the things that went wrong. And even in relationships, right? L's affect people differently. Mm-hmm. If you're in a relationship and it doesn't work out, some people say, I'm not going to be in a relationship again. I'm okay dying by myself. I'm okay with that. Some other people say, yo, you know what? I've noticed the signs. I see what I don't want now. Mm-hmm. And it's all these experiences of not only analyzing the other person, saying, okay, I know what I don't want, but also saying, I know how to handle these things. If you can take a look at yourself and say, well, there are certain things that I could have responded differently. And we say, okay, these are some of the things there's like a formula in an L. Like there's so many different components in a loss. And it's our job to pay attention to those things, mm-hmm. right? So we had an issue with affiliate with our morning meetup. We took it into consideration and took it to a whole nother level. People think you get to all it is, and they say, hey, what kind of cameras you got right there? Oh, what kind of audio? Oh, no, you didn't remember the other stuff that I had. You'll start somewhere, then build up. Because there's a bunch of episodes you'll never see because the audio wasn't recording. Mm-hmm. They don't see that part.
Don't see that part.
And we didn't have that many subscribers back then. Yeah. So we have to just hit the L head on. I'm waiting for something to go wrong. I'm trying to figure out how we can get Joe to do the clock. As I'm gonna give him a little list.
Yeah.
It's on now though. You're doing great. No, you're doing great. You're doing great.
Do you have a podcast checklist set up on location? Do you look at it? Because
he was ready for the first answer. The second answer,
absolutely, I have a list. Oh, do you use it? Mm. So you arrive late, and you jumped right into setting up.
They don't see this part. They don't see this stuff. They think, yo, it's just me.
But you didn't think that part of setting up is referring to the checklist.
But you have some argument back. Fight back. If the podcast starts at 10, fight back, Joe.
You want this smoke, Joe? Joe is legit. Joe is legit a social proof podcast personality.
He is.
He is they be loving Joe. They be like, yo, Joe got thick skin because y'all be coming for Joe every single episode.
Yeah, you know what makes us so dope? Because these are conversations that we have behind the scenes, but it's the same exact way because we understand that the goal is to win, mm-hmm. not to point the finger at who's wrong.
Yeah.
Right. So we make jokes of it because y'all enjoy it on the podcast, but
well, and then in full transparency, for a while, nobody showed up to come and see us. So Joe was our only target.
I know, right? That's a fact.
Joe, you ready for this today? Yeah, let's get it.
No, I didn't ask you about your week.
We haven't done that in a couple of episodes.
No, we haven't. Last one was Houston.
Yeah, but you still didn't ask me. I didn't ask you. We don't know anything about what's going on.
I didn't care about your week? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, how's your week? How was your week?
Amazing. I'm going to say it every single time. My week was amazing. It really was. We did a couple of double dates. Mm-hmm. We had...
First off, there was a, was it a $1,500 burger?
Mm-hmm. $1,600 burger.
$1,600 burger at our hotel.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was the drinks, but Donni was like, yo, let's get the burger. What? Why would I? First off, I don't even eat beef. Two, sounds about right. Two, what do we look like splitting a burger? You know what I mean? In 4 pieces. You
this was a splittable burger. I just feel so in full transparency, can I tell the story briefly?
Yeah.
So one of my favorite hotels couple of months ago, I'm there and I had an event. I get back to my room. It's late. And I'm asking, like, is there just anywhere with a burger? I'm late and it's starving. And I'm like, is there any place in the hotel with the burger? And the woman on the phone is like, oh, absolutely. You must go down to our H bar. There is an amazing truffle burger. And I'm like, I get truffle butter on my steak. So I will enjoy a truffle burger, 100%. Right? She's like, yes, an amazing truffle burger. So I change my clothes, I get dressed, I go downstairs, and I don't even look at the menu. I came for the burger. So I ordered the burger.
It's a burger.
It's a burger.
How much will it be? It's a burger. Let's do it.
Look, truffle butter. I'm okay with the $25 upcharge. We're in a hotel.
Yeah, it's like...
So I ordered the burger, and my server goes away, and he comes back with a bottle of Dom. Now, let me say this, that this is a really high-end hotel, and from what I hear, there are, ladies be out trying to shoot their shot, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm here by myself. So he comes back with a bottle of Dom P. And I'm like, is that for me? He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, looking around at all the men who are by themselves thinking who could have sent this bottle to me. And I'm like, oh, no. I'm just here by myself. I'm not looking for that. And he says, no, ma'am, it comes with your burger. What burger? What burger could this possibly come with? And he said, you did order the truffle burger with the 14 karat gold brushed bun. Is that what I ordered? I mean, is it what I ordered?
You know what's so crazy? If I was in your seat, I'd be like, oh, wow, this is a nice hotel. Goodness gracious. All the accommodations for a burger.
Right. So I'm like, truffle butter, run that 14 karat gold part by me real quick. Oh, it's actual 14 karat gold that they grind down to food grade, brush over the bun, and it comes with the bun. I said, sir, how much is this burger? He's like, it's $1,600. Sir, can you go cancel the burger for me right away? Immediately. And so he looks back at the kitchen and he says, let me go see how far along they are in the process to see if I can cancel it. And I said, nice, sir. Just before you go back there, regardless of where they are in the process, cancel it, all right? Because we're not doing this. So I ended up eating some California rolls, sushi.
Basic.
I was so basic.
It's only 3 things you need to be a successful entrepreneur, okay? You need comrades, competition, and customers, okay? Comrades, people that you can work with, bounce ideas off of, like y'all grinding together, you're on the same space. You also need a little bit of competition, okay? You need to see examples of somebody that's killing it and say, yo, I know I can do better than them. Or you can ask them some questions because they're killing it already. And in your mind, it's competition. You're about to crush them. But also, you need customers. You need a pool of customers. Where do you find all this stuff from? Well, we put together the Morning Meetup. TheMorningMeetup.com is the only organization that gathers 300 to 400 entrepreneurs every morning. We're on a Zoom call every morning, TheMorningMeetup.com, okay? You can find comrades, find people in your space, in your city that are also killing it. You can find competition, people that are in your space that are doing exactly what you do. You can share a game, but also you got that little edge like, yo, bro, you ain't about to kill me in this space, but also you need customers. It is hundreds of entrepreneurs that we gather every single day. You can connect with them, communicate with them. You can work with them, sell them your product or service. You can buy their product or service. We got a whole community, fam. Why haven't you joined? I don't understand why you haven't joined the morningmeetup.com. Okay, we're all in there and I'm coaching every day. And we got a book club. So just join the Morning Meetup, okay? Just try it. It's $1 to try, okay? If you like it, you can stay. If you don't, you can just leave. It's $1.
But I wasn't ready. Like, right. I couldn't process a $1,600 burger. A couple of years ago, we talked, me, you, Javon, and a couple of other people, and I talked about the $1,000 steak in New York. And that I had an opportunity to process because I can respect that cut of meat. And it's not something I would do often, but you want to try. Yeah. What kind of steak? Like, I know what a $200 steak tastes like. Mm-hmm. It's amazing. Yeah. What must a $1,000 steak taste like? So I wanted it. But a burger, like I'm talking about cheeseburger, French fries type of situation. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, I stayed at the same hotel again. Shans and Andrea.
What's the name of the hotel? Because there might be some people that's trying to try that $1,600.
Post Oak in Houston. Yeah. I stayed at the hotel again, and Shans came with Andrea, and I'm like, yo, we gotta try the burger. And Shans is like, we absolutely do not have to try
Absolutely
the burger. He's like, I'm not paying for that. I'm like, come on, like we got to split it 4 ways. But if you have the money to do it, not just the burger, to me, it's the experience. Different experiences. There are things like the experience of flying first class. You don't have to do it all the time, but if you have the money to do it, weren't you on the same first class flight that I was on?
Yes, but back to this burger thing, I can't see that. There's certain benefits to like first class. You can get, I mean, if you drink, you could just drink up there, right?
You can drink, you have more leg room.
Yeah, more leg room.
You can network because most of the people who are around you are in first class, depending on what you do, can be high level people to network with.
People walk by first class, you get to feel important.
You feel important, you know what I mean? I never really feel important in first class, but
I do, because when I go to coach, I'll be looking at the people in first class, looking at them like they're important. Like, ooh, I wonder what they do.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah, I think because I've seen so many people just get upgraded to first class, like standby.
That's a fact.
We got a standby seat open, first class, you got lucky. I don't look at them anymore, but when you're sitting... Anyway, so some people will argue, I wouldn't pay $300-$400 extra for a first class flight when we're all getting to the same destination at the same time. Mm-hmm. Well, if you ever have it, just take advantage of that experience one time. You are treated differently in first class, right?
Yep.
You get your drink before you take off. You don't have to wait. You're not, swallowing saliva because you're super thirsty because you just downed a meal. Let's try the burger, Shans.
Here's the thing. So remember last episode, I was like, yo, if you got a pasta or chicken, just get the shrimp. Just get it. You got the money. You got to live that quality of life, right? Sometimes I'll get 2 meals because I'm torn. Like Papados. Yeah, give me the 2 meals.
Give me both. I can't decide.
Yeah, so like that's what we had. Okay, great. So y'all know I'm a hypocrite. So what did I order? I ordered something. I had a salad and I wanted the salmon and the shrimp. And the lady comes back and she's like, it's it's like $48, $50, something like that. I was like, all right, let's just do it. Right? Because I'm out with my family, things of that nature. But a $1,600 burger, I don't want it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do it just to be doing it. You should have did it. And here's the thing. She's like, oh, we're going to split it 4 ways. When really, it's me and somebody else that's taking the bill because we're not about to.
But I made that clear. I said, we're going to eat it 4 ways, but y'all going to take care of it.
Oh, of course. That's why it's a great idea for you. Let's get the burger.
Let's get the burger, you guys.
Me and my man looking at each other like, I don't know what they talking about. I'm straight. I don't drink Dom.
It too.
I don't drink Dom and I don't eat beef. So I can't see that. But in terms of, let me put it this way. Let's say, for instance, we are at, this is going to sound so corny. Let's say we're at
on brand.
A meeting. Are you saying I'm corny?
Absolutely.
Okay, a little bit. So let's say it's like an event and it's a bunch of us there and it's networking. I'd be more inclined to get the $1,600 burger because it kind of plays into perception a little bit. Mm-hmm. It plays into your brand. Like, oh, wow, I can rock with this dude. And people, and believe it or not, in those particular circles, if you aren't the person that's like, oh my gosh, 16. So if somebody said, yo, y'all want a $1,600 burger and it's a bunch of people, I'm not going to say $1,600. In those environments, I'm like, nah, I don't really eat.
I don't eat beef like that.
You got a $16 turkey burger?
Because you know they don't have it. If you can run a turkey burger, I'm in.
Yeah, that's what the stuff you know they ain't got.
Can you do a shrimp burger?
But I wouldn't react the same way. But I'm with my family and I'm like, Donni, I'm out of that. Because there was no other benefit to it, right? So they, like, in these guys, I haven't played this game with them and that's why I don't want to go out with them. But they do like this Russian roulette card thing. Like everybody puts their credit card in a hat. And whoever, and typically the waitress picks it, and they're like, yo, just pick a card. Whatever card you pick, that's who pays for it. And these bills be up there. Now, you're at that table. I can't say, no, I don't want to play.
And see, I'm opposite. I don't want to play. I got my bill. Whatever you guys do that. See, I will enjoy the $1,600 burger. Mm-hmm. I'm not playing with y'all for show because I actually desire to experience the $1,600 burger, but I don't have to be the big dog in in the room. My card is not going in the hat.
Here's the thing. Here's what I've experienced, though. People spend money with people that don't need the money.
Yep.
People are more willing to pay you if you don't need the money. So in those environments, that's why I'm saying, like, we'll go to like breakfast at Barney's or, something like that. And one person is going to pay the bill every time.
Yeah.
Right. And we just pick it. So sometimes I pay, sometimes other people pay. I've never been to like somewhere like a steakhouse and played.
We're only doing it with my money at like Waffle House. I got breakfast all day. And we could even do breakfast at Barney. I got the breakfast meal all day long.
Right.
I'm never having dinner. And with those guys, we're never doing lunch.
Yo, but what I've experienced though, and really everybody at that table, like we break bread together. Like we make, what's crazy, in this circle, like money like just kind of flows between us all. And it's really, really cool. So I don't ever want to be looked at as somebody that's not supposed to be here. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like if everybody,
Do you think that's the case though? Do you think that if you didn't put your card in the hat, you look like you're not supposed to be there?
I think I would not get the next invitation. Because I'm not playing the game that everybody's playing. This is fun. Who wants to be around the person who's not playing the game?
So what's interesting is I'm not playing the game. And I'm going to still be at the table.
But you have an advantage because
I'm a woman.
You're a woman.
Yeah. I'm not playing the game for clarity. I'm looking into the camera. I would play the game at breakfast. I'm serious about that. But I got a maximum. And so, like, here's the thing.
But you want to get a $6. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah, because when it was your turn to pay for the $1,600 burger, you said no. But now...
Because I got a man who can pay for the $1,600 burger.
I want to ask him.
Dre got a man that could pay for a $1,600 burger. And he would... See, here's the thing. Even... And somebody's going to crucify me for what I just said, but I don't give a crap. Because we go back and forth like that. Like we spend big on each other and we have for years. Spent big on each other. So yes, I got a man who could buy a $1,600 burger. And
first of all, now you finally got you a little something. Now you got a little attitude. Look at you. Goodness gracious.
First of all, not finally, but finally, yes, I finally. I am finally discussing. I'm finally to the point where I'm comfortable discussing it.
Okay.
Does that work?
Yeah, for sure.
So, and you called him out so much on the last podcast, like I might as well. But
he jumped on the bike.
He did jump on the microphone. I'm like, wait, they can see your face. Anyway.
And I'm about to call some of these guys real quick too. And
I would imagine, like, I'm trying to think if he would put his card in. Because he's a money guy. He's literally a money guy, right?
He would though.
Would he put his card in the hat? I don't think he would, and I don't think he would feel bad about it.
Hold on. This is Yo, bro. Neo, you're live on the Social Proof Podcast.
Hey, Neo, it's Donni.
You said I'm live right now?
You're live right now, yeah. Me and Donni are having a discussion. Okay. So the question is, let me decline that. All right, so y'all know how, and I haven't played this with y'all, but you know how like you'll go to dinner and y'all play the little Russian roulette with the cards, right?
Yep.
Let's say that I came one time, right? And I was like, I don't want to play, right? I don't put my card in. How would you not feel any way? Just like, oh, he's not playing? Or like, what would you think?
I mean, I'm generally not going to dinner with somebody who's going to have an issue with playing. Like everybody got money. So it's not we already rushed, like where we at now in life, like we're calling ahead and somebody's paying the bill before we get there and somebody's not even saying who's paying the bill. So if we go to a place like this, the only way we probably could let you slide on not getting in is, prime example, when we went to Nassau, the bill was $53.70. I only ordered a $20 burger and I gave half of it away to somebody. I shouldn't have played that game. Like it was just
But you played anyway.
I put my card in anyway, and I was peer pressured by Zoe. You got to do it anyway, and I lost. I spent $5,300 on these guys $1,800 steaks.
On a half a burger. But let me ask you, so Donni says she's not playing. But let me ask you.
I'm playing breakfast. I'm only playing
She said breakfast and party, she lit.
No, bro, all our bills a stack of better. Breakfast is cute. If you go and play though, Donni can play the big boy one too though. So let's be clear.
Oh, for sure. But she would get a pass. She would get a pass because she's Donni and she's a female. It's typically like the guys. You feel me?
She's also a female also. So that's one pass you'll get.
But let me ask you, if I did not play, I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. What would be your thought though?
I'm gonna just think. See, I know you got it though, so it depends on. Are you saying this with me not knowing you really?
Nah, you know me. I mean, I'm at dinner. Would you invite me to the next one? Would I still be invited?
Probably not. Probably not.
Yeah, that's why I was like, yo, the obligation is playing in this circle because
the pressure to be friends in this circle. Number one, you can't even come back.
Like, yo, this dude's he's cheap, bro. Like you won't even want to pay for $1,000 bill or something like that.
But I only ate a burger.
He ate a half a burger and had to spend 5 bands.
Listen, we would have not been friends after that.
It's fair not to play if you didn't eat. That's fair. That's 100%. You don't have to put in if you ordered a glass of water. Mm-hmm. Like that's fair. Even me, I shouldn't have put in. It was actually foolish.
Well, and that's my next question, Neo. Like, this game is cool. It's a fun game to play, but how did you really feel after you got in your car and realized you had a $20 burger and you paid?
I was salty. I was like, why would I even let Zoe I was mad, big mad for like 5 minutes. I give myself 5 minutes essentially to be mad. And I was big mad for 5 minutes, like why would I let him do that?
That's the part that I want to know. Like, that's the part that I wanted to know. Like, I get it, put your name in the hat, but I know you sit at the table and you're kind of sweating like, please don't let it be my card. Please
it's different though. It's different because Neo's had, he's had 7-figure days.
Yeah, but he still didn't want it to be his card.
Hey, listen, the people need to know, Neo. Okay, so it's just different. It's a different.
Either way, no chance. I don't care if you got it or not. You don't want to spend $53.70 when they went to nurse. This is so crazy to me. They went to nurse, however you pronounce it, Marcus. I wasn't even on the reservation. They only got reservation for 4. I said, I'm cool, y'all. I just ate. Then the last minute, I said, I'll pull up. So I had to make room at the table. Like they squeezed.
You didn't even have a good seat.
I didn't want to go. I just ate. I literally was full. I said, I ain't going to sit here and not order nothing. Give me the $30 burger. Give me the cheap burger. And then fooled me into playing the game, bro. Yeah. It got me.
Yeah, Neo, I appreciate you, man. I got to call somebody else and get their perspective because I got to make sure. That was what I expect. You're not going to be invited if you're not playing this game. Neo, I appreciate you, my brother.
Bye, Neo.
Peace. There's definitely levels. Yo, I've been when I was working at the Cheesecake Factory, we got the food or whatever, and we split our bills, right? This is when I was working at the Cheesecake Factory. We split our bills. How you split bills? When y'all go out, y'all split bills, right? Yeah. That's how you do. And there was one situation where one of my friends, they had water, but there was a Coke on their bill. And my man lost it. He's like, yo, I ain't had no Coke. I'm like, yo, and I think it was like in a rush. I'm like, yo, it's $2-3, bro. Like, he's like, nah, like you need to. So on that level, that's just like somebody, yo, you're not even, you don't feel a part of what's going on right now. Like, yo, it's $3. I give you $3. No, I need to take it off my bill, all that. So it's level. He wasn't playing the game. You feel me? Like, yo, we're all trying to go and you're concerned about getting this $3 taken off of your bill. So there's levels to it. So I would have to play. And there's certain rooms that you just don't belong in right now.
Yeah.
You want to get there, but you don't want to be there. Mm-hmm. You don't want to play the game that's being played here. Right? So anyway.
I just feel like I belong in the room, maybe not at that table during that game, but I'm going to be in the room.
You just get the automatic hook. You get the automatic you in though, because you Donni and you're a woman. And hate to be like sexist like that, because there's somebody like, no, I want to play too, and you don't really want to play. But that's the benefit.
Maybe, but I'm just clear. I am not putting my card in the hat for any reason. Like these guys have $5,000 dinners
let me see if I can get Alex
regularly. Alex is in Jamaica.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they all in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Okay.
These guys have $5,000 dinners regularly, and if my card got pulled, I would pay it, right? But I'm gonna be sick. I'm angry with myself. I am like, you are foolish. You are irresponsible because this is not a part of my operating account system. And but I always get the bill.
When?
Not with you.
You get a bill sometimes.
I get the bill sometimes.
Depending on where we at.
Yeah.
We went to Grand Lux one time and I just went hungry or something like that. We had like some appetizers and all that. And I'm going to pay. She said, no, I got it. Now I got it.
Straight appetizers. But we had a variety of appetizers. It was like a $70 bill.
It wasn't $70.
It was definitely like $70. I took care of it.
You get money out here.
Shans, you treat Cheesecake Factory. It's not much of a difference.
No, I treat everywhere.
You know what? I just realized it. Yo, is there somebody behind that door?
That looks mad weird. Yeah,
there is somebody? Okay. That just scared the crap out of me.
It's the glass making it look weird, like a scary movie.
You have lately been on like, let's meet for breakfast. Can you meet early?
Because I like breakfast. But it's not like we go somewhere and I'm typically going to pay. Joe, you ever been around me and you paid the bill? I pay it all the time. Especially like my team and my friends.
Joe, if me and you are out, you're paying the bill. Like, this is just what it is. Do not
Joe,
go out with
it ain't that yet.
And you're not paying the bill. You getting money.
Church is your favorite spot. All right.
Anyway.
So
can we teach these people something?
Yeah. Did y'all learn something, right? Yeah, absolutely. You learned something.
Okay, let me ask you. Raise your hand if you're putting your card in the hat.
Depending on where you're going. Yo, but here, let me share something with you. We have to start getting to a point, and I say it a lot, but like we're putting this money on a pedestal. I have an abundance mindset that it's coming back. Now, I'm not frivolously spending money. I like spending money knowing that my people get to eat free. I like that. I'll spend the money on that because I know that's coming back. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what that level is for you, but you still got to be fiscally responsible, right? But at some point, we got to stop. I don't know. Dave Ramsey would kill me for this stuff.
He would.
You gotta save.
So attached to money that you're afraid to let it go out there and do for you, right? And we talk about this all the time. Like literally from the watch to...
Right. 20-something. How much?
22, I think 22, 23.
Do you miss the money?
I don't miss the money, and I didn't that day.
And you lost the watch for a while.
I did lose the watch for a while.
I don't know where it's at.
I didn't know where it was at. So I'm not irresponsible. I had new housekeepers, and they put the watch somewhere that I was unaccustomed to the watch being. However, that day, so I remember the first conversation that we had about the watch. You told me, oh, you just get like 17 grand out the bank, yada, yada, yada. I got a little extra out just to be sure. But I thought about it. I kept thinking about, do I get this watch? Then we said, earn the money for the watch and then go get the watch. Well, literally, I got the watch and got the money right back. We're in LA. We go shopping. We spend, whatever we spent shopping. And we thought about it for a minute, like, we've been doing a lot of shopping lately. Should we do this? Spent the money, got it right back immediately, like times 4. Mm-hmm. The money came right back. Now, I wouldn't give this advice to any business owner. It's not necessary for every type of entrepreneur. But you are looking at 2 people on this podcast and our circle of friends. We are all personal brands, meaning the growth and success of our business, the growth of our revenue depends heavily on choices that we make in representing our personal brands. I cannot walk around all day, every day looking busted. Nobody would believe I'm successful. Now, I do walk around my house all day looking busted. And if you catch me in the grocery store or something like that, it is what it is. But I can't show up to events with less than the best. I can't be out in these streets looking subpar. I don't stay at regular hotels, right? Mm-hmm. Could you imagine our circle of friends saying, well, Donni, where are you staying? And I'm like, no offense to anybody who stays here, because I like the hotel, actually. I'm at the Best Western.
It's that perception. And that's where we had this conversation.
Nobody's coming to pick me up from the Best Western. You gonna Uber here?
that's where we had this conversation. If it was a group of people there, $1,600 burger
would have been a no-brainer.
Yeah.
So essentially what you're saying is you don't have to impress me.
No. Who are
Got you.
We good.
Got you. He doesn't have to continue to show me that he got it right.
Here's the question for our live studio audience. Why is that a lot of money to you? Mm-hmm. And not the burger, not the $1,600 burger, but driving down the street and you need gas. There's 2 gas stations. One is $2.38. One is $2.39 or something like that. And you say, golly, that's a lot of money. Or $3, whatever. Why is that a lot of money to you? That's the real question. So my first step was, I need to start making some money so I don't have to look at the gas price. Mm-hmm. It's going to be about the same. I've been in situations where I feel like this gas is too high. I remember yesterday, the gas station by my crib is a little bit cheaper, so I'll drive to the other gas station to save 2 cents per gallon, 3 cents per gallon. The question and this is like a real question that I have for myself, why is this a lot of money to me? It didn't have anything to do with the gas price. It had everything to do with my ability to earn. And I just want you to get to a point where this is not a lot of money for you. Mm-hmm. Why is getting a $100 pair of sneakers, why is it a life decision for you? Now, obviously, you might be on a track of, saving, getting to another level, getting out of debt. I'm not saying anything wrong with that. But, so my mom's car, it's, I got her another car, but her old car is, I think she owes like $5,000 on it. And I'm like, all right, well, we gotta take care of it. And then in my mind, I'm like, dang, do I want to spend $5,000 just to get her out of debt? And my question was, dang, why am I? So my mom doesn't have to worry about it. $5,000, so my mom doesn't have to worry about it. Now I paid a note, and it's just like they keep calling. I got to give her the money and all that. It's weird, but that situation just happened to me this morning. So I really want to start to expand my mind, and there's expansion happening at every level. So what is expensive for you? The shrimp in the pasta, it's $7. $7. You ever did that? You ever did that? $7.
For the extra meat?
How much is cheese? $2.
$2. Jesus.
Can I get a salad instead of fries? How much is that? $3.50. Just give me the fries. You need the salad. You want the salad. But you don't want to exchange it. The question for you is, why is that a lot of money? So we got to change our mindset and start to go earn. Mm-hmm. We're earning. We're earning out here.
I'm not financially irresponsible.
A little bit you are.
What
was the first thing she said?
I budget my irresponsibility.
When she came in here, was you here? What'd she say? She said, let's go shopping. I'm like, well, we podcasting all day. What are you trying to get? What did she say? Oh, nothing. I don't know. I don't
have my eye on anything particular. However, I also budget for these things. So I know what I have available, right? I know how much money I can spend on marketing, how much I can spend on payroll. I know how much money I can spend on me. And if I spend that amount of money, I can't spend that amount of money. I can't spend any more than that until I replenish that account. So do I have to spend it? No. And then I think it's also important because we are talking to a lot of beginner entrepreneurs. Like, we don't want you to go out there and just start spending, right?
Absolutely.
You have to be where you are in your process. Like, I also had the process of penny pinching, having to count every single penny that came in, every single penny that went out, because literally my livelihood and my daughter's livelihood depended on that. But knowing what I know now about money, did it really? If I would have started releasing and believing sooner.
Releasing and believing.
If I had started releasing, because at the time, before I started making money, at the time that I was struggling, money was the top priority. When you're broke, figuring out how to get more money is your number one priority.
Yeah, 100%. So I was calculating in my head, when I'm selling these $25 t-shirts, I started looking at everything in $25 increments. So I want some shoes. They're $200. It's 8 t-shirts. In my head, I'm like, yo, it's just 8 t-shirts. It's good. Yo, I want this car, and the car note is $600. Oh, that's how many? 16 t-shirts?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's X amount of t-shirts. And that's when money became smaller. Because I'm like, okay, now I know I'm going to go out and earn it.
Yeah.
So for somebody here, I'd love to hear you on the microphone. What is something that that you want that's just too much money for you right now? Something that you want, and it's too much in your head. It's just too much money, but you want it. Go to the microphone. What you got? Share your name. See, he got the shorts above his knees too. How old are you? How old are you?
24.
He's
you
24.
Like a straight coochie daddy right now.
No, he's young and trendy. That's what I be doing.
These are definitely giving me booty short fit vibes.
Oh,
but
man.
His been a little different than mine,
he's
though.
definitely trying to pull him down. Okay.
I'm sorry.
But my name is Keeson Dingle. My Instagram is @KeesonDingle. But I want a Rolex.
You want a Rolex?
But I just can't justify it right now.
How much is it?
Over $20,000, the one I want.
Which one is it?
I just be looking at all types. I can't give you like exact model.
I got you. Why is $20,000 a lot of money for you?
Because I feel like I'm not earning enough extra money to purchase that.
Right. Why are you not earning enough extra money?
So I got to put someone working.
Is that it?
I guess I didn't set my goals up to hit that yet.
Maybe. How much have you? So what do you do now? What
I do credit repair, and I do social media marketing.
Got you.
I work in insurance too. So.
Give me some stuff that you've invested in.
Recession proof.
Okay.
Mentorship.
Good.
The conferences, like the formula conferences, learning, like Airbnb stuff that helped me make money. So I just got an Airbnb lined up yesterday. Good. So, once that started making me some money, I got some rental cars, things going. Once I start pulling the investments, returning on that, then I could feel like I'll have extra enough to buy.
What do you need to accomplish to make that not a lot of money for you? A $20,000 watch. What do you have to do to make that? Because you can't. It's not like you make $20,000 and you go get the watch, right? So what has to happen? What level do you have to get to for that to be an okay purchase for you?
For me, maybe like $50,000 a month.
$50,000 a month.
I could be like, all right, it's cool, because it's not a priority for me. Like, but it's something I want.
Gotcha. And what does that look like? How do you get $50,000 a month?
Scaling whatever business. So scaling my clients with credit repair. Mm-hmm. Scaling.
Not scale. I need numbers. What does it look like? How do you get to $50,000 a month?
All right, so let's say Airbnb profits me $2,000.
Okay.
I would need, say, 10 units. That's $20,000 right there.
You coming up with that just now, or you calculated it?
I think the profit would be much more, but I'm being conservative.
Good. I want you to map it out and spend. Right now, this $20,000 watch it's this big idea and big concept in your head.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm getting from this is he said something. You said, who in here wants something that is so big that you can't get it right now? He was the first person to raise his hand. And then you, in the same breath, said, well, it's not a priority. It's just something that I want. So I hadn't really thought about it. And it leads me to thinking, like, why aren't we planning and budgeting for our wants? Why aren't we planning and budgeting for our wants? I do.
Yeah, 100%.
My wants are planned for. Like, I know when I'm going to get it, how I'm going to get it. But I think that more people would get more of what they want if we actually start creating a plan to actually get what we want. So many of us have this mindset, and it's usually linked to how we were raised, of making sure rent is paid or mortgage is paid and the cars are paid and utilities are paid. Like so many of us are just taught to focus on making sure we're covering our survival necessities, that we're never taught, number one, that it's okay to want and it's okay to plan for and budget for the want. I don't care how broke you are, you still want something,
100%.
right?
Yeah.
I don't care if it's somebody who has $0 in the bank. There is something that you want. Plan for it. Plan for your first profit. Plan for your first salesperson or his first sale. Plan for, for you to get your life back on track. Also plan for your want.
Yeah, 100%. Yo, the content creation bootcamp, it all came because I wanted something. I said, I really want this watch. It was my very first Rolex, and I'm like, yo, I just can't justify it because it was a lot.
Yeah.
I can't justify just taking it out of my account and buying it.
Exactly.
But what I said was, I'm going to put on a content creation bootcamp. I'm going to do something outside of what I would normally do. Outside of my normal flow of income, I'm going to do something to pay for the watch. So my very first bootcamp, I took the money from the bootcamp and paid for the watch.
Okay.
And we've continued to do the boot camp, and it's just been dope. And we're not going to stop the boot camp because it's helping so many people.
Right.
But like Donni said, I was planning for the one. This is what I want. Let me map out how I'm going to get it.
Okay.
So you need to map out how you're going to get it.
Right.
You feel me?
I guess, like you said, just creating the products or creating events or whatever you do for income to pay for that want that you want.
100%. 100%.
Right. Yeah.
So somebody give me a plan. Something that you want and you're going to get. What is your plan for it? I would love to hear that. You have a plan? Plan for the wants. I like that. I love it.
I want a private jet.
Okay. How much is it?
I'm not too sure, but I seen like there's a membership that you could get to be on private jets, and it's around $10,500 or something for the year. So that's something I would consider.
Almost every want I have, I know how much it costs. Pretty much everything that I want, I know how much it costs. It was just this one watch. I put it on Instagram. I said, I know how much it costs. There's a building and a stage and this whole thing that I want to build up. I know how much it costs. There's a car that I want. I know how much it costs. I'm looking at houses all day and I know how much it costs. So I think the first step is know how much it costs for the want that you want. Make sense? So figure out the plane, how much it costs, and figure out what you need to do to get it. At least start thinking that way. You're going to get it. You're going to get it. Especially let us use the RV.
Absolutely.
All right. We just got to get another camera, Joe, because it was good. I like how you did that, though. But anywho, lastly, we are putting on the Social Proof Alumni
brunch.
Well, it's not a brunch necessarily because it's in the evening. It's an affair.
An affair. Social Proof Podcast Alumni Affair.
Yeah, all white party.
The SPPAA.
SPPAA. Yeah, it sounds like real NAACP-ish.
Yeah. We're having
it sounds important.
our inaugural SPPAA.
Inaugural was the word. Because we were thinking, okay, first annual, but there was this whole debate about you can't do first annual. It's only second annual. If the first one is your first, it's inaugural.
Inaugural.
Imagine this, y'all. All white party. The venue is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Oh, okay. Here's some principles. I got some principles for this. But let me tell you. So everybody that's been on the podcast, we're sending out invitations, really nice invitations. These invitations were like $19 a piece. And we got 100 and something people we got to send them to. But because I'm so grateful and thankful for everybody that's been on the podcast, I got this vision. Kind of like the Rock Nation brunch, but for us. Not celebrities, just us. Now, some of the celebrity people, are we going to invite that one celebrity?
No, we are not inviting that person. We should invite them just to rub it in.
Oh, yeah. This joint about to be crazy. Yo, if you can imagine 100 and we got a list of 120 something, 130 people that are that have been on the podcast so far. All one room, white party. The networking is absolutely amazing. This is a room that you can't buy yourself into. is you have to, if you're on the podcast, you are up for sure. And 2, you're connected. And you can, it's like a reunion, and we're going to do it every single year. Now, this event is costing me $60,000. 60 grand to feed. I'm talking about food, drinks. I don't want nobody to pay for anything. Like the decor is another $25,000. But it's not a lot of money for me because I know what it's going to bring back. Yo, you can imagine this. You ever been to an event just thanking you for being on the podcast? Or like connected in that way? We all got something in common because we were all exposed on this one platform. Look, the vision is so clear. I saw the Rock Nation brunch with Jay-Z and Kevin Hart and Meek Mill and all that kind of stuff. And the people that have been on this podcast, I look at them the same way. I joke on Donni a lot, but I look at her as like I was going to say Tiffany Haddish. As a Tiffany Haddish or like a celebrity. Like I look at her as somebody that I hold in high regard.
But why Tiffany? I don't know. Tiffany it's the first name I came up with. But why Tiffany? What do we have in common?
I don't know. It's the first name I came up. I look at her as a Michelle Obama.
Okay, I'll roll with that one.
So these powerful people that are all in this one room, but you can't get in the room. You have to be a celebrity or whatever. But I truly believe that we are the next celebrities.
Yeah.
That if there's an event going on that Neil's putting on, there's an event going on that, I don't know, Meek Mill is putting on, Neil will have more people. I see that. Because people like, you can listen to a person's music, nothing but against Meek Mill, I love him, but like people have, artists have music or entertainers have, I don't know, movies, things of that nature, but like we're like really impacting the culture in a very positive way. Mm-hmm. So Social Proof Alumni Brunch. Now, I did call Neil and ask him for $60,000 to sponsor it. First person I called, like, Neil, man, we got to have this great networking event, It's sponsorship is $60,000. I just threw the number out there. He was like, I'm not going to give you $60,000. But he gave me some really good insight. But anyway, I'm fully committed to paying for it anyway. But in my head, I'm thinking, I know somebody going to sponsor it. I know it. Like, I know I'm not going to have to pay for it myself because it's super powerful, and I believe in myself. So before I got anybody committed to give me anything, I committed.
Yep.
Put the money down for the venue. It's going down. So this is going to be absolutely amazing. I'm really excited. I had something I wanted to say about that too. Because you said something, then I said something. I forgot what it was. It was going to be really powerful and deep. But anyway, so Social Proof Alumni Brunch. Not brunch, affair.
Affair.
Inaugural affair.
Inaugural affair.
That's going to be powerful. And the next day, what I'm thinking of, and this is what I'm just thinking about, is doing a day party for everybody else.
For everybody else.
Yeah. So bringing everybody from that, it's like this dinner. Oh, and they got this joint where I can fly in on a helicopter. I don't know if I'm going to do that. Do it? They got the little pad. And it was like, she said it was like an extra $800 to fly in on a helicopter.
Absolutely.
I don't like heights though.
So
that's my problem.
You get on a plane.
Yeah, but there's the helicopters, it don't got no doors on the side. I don't like that.
It's okay, you'll be fine.
But I might fly it because you go because the whole joint is like glass. It's crazy, and then you fly past everybody. They'll see me, and then I got I know how I'm gonna look on. You know what I mean? Like my wave and all that. We fly past, and like I go on for the footage, the content will be crazy. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, man. So, yeah, Social Proof Alumni. And every year, so I got a vision, man, 1,000 people one year that have all been on the podcast, that have all been highlighted. I get to highlight Black people for a living.
For a living.
Yes. So, yeah, man. You hosting it, too. Good.
We got to get 2 helicopters then. We got to get us 2 helis.
Oh, yeah. So if anybody wants to sponsor the Social Proof Alumni, that would be, I don't know if they have 2 helicopter pads.
I want to land behind Dave after him. He needs to land first.
You would have to land first.
You think?
Yeah, you'd have to land first. Because you're hosting and then you...
Okay, so I could land first.
Hold on. Did you just... Did I just commit? No, it's just one helicopter, Donnie, okay?
We're doing 2 helicopters. We're either doing a helicopter or a Rolls Royce for me. Either way, it's plenty of them outside. So we'll pick a friend's Rolls Royce.
Right.
I'll show up.
This joint's about to be super lit. But
it's gonna be super lit.
All right, cool. So that was good.
I don't know another podcast that's doing it like
no
this.
one has ever. Want to do something special?
Yeah, we're officially the #1 Black podcast.
100%
for entrepreneurship.
Yep. Not even we're saying it, like according to the charts.
It's the charts
like,
in the world.
In the world. So that's very cool. Y'all got to clap. It's cool. All right, cool. Let's go. It's not the same when you ask me.
We get no love, just generic.
Maybe they didn't know they could like make noise.
Yeah, you could make noise.
Yeah.
At that part.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right,
the
cool.
moment's gone now.
Well, yeah, let's wrap this thing up, man. Donnie, you want to do your you want to close it out?
Why do you always do it when you see that I'm about to eat or drink something?
Why would I?
Okay. So, stop saying this episode is brought to you. First of all, was it amazing? Did you guys learn something today? Yeah. Yes. Just a couple of you guys learned something? All right. Well, hopefully more of you who are watching us on YouTube or listening on whatever podcast platform you listen on have learned something incredible about money. The moral of the story is you cannot be so attached to your money that you're holding on so tightly that it's not available for your outcome.
Factuals.
All right. So start to let the money do its job. That's #1.
Let the money do its job.
Let the money do its job. #2, you guys, you will never get what you want if you are not planning for what it is that you want. Stop only planning for a way to pay your bills. Stop only planning for a way to take care of your children. Plan also for the things that you actually want, or you will never, ever, ever, ever get them.
And
it will always seem impossible.
And don't invite Donnie to dinner.
And don't invite me to dinner if my name got to go in the hat. Absolutely not. Not if my name has to go in the hat. But I got you on breakfast all day long. And it depends. It needs to be a traditional breakfast facility.
Breakfast and parties ain't cheap.
Breakfast and parties ain't cheap, but it's within. So it's all within my budget, right? Just all for clarity.
All of it.
But it's within the budget that I feel good about spending.
I got you.
Yeah. All so you know what I mean? I think I need to have the experience of putting my name in the hat.
You gotta have the experience. Because here's the thing. If you don't get picked,
I'm gonna take y'all though. I ain't taking
Yo, here's the cool part. If you don't get picked, at least you put your name in the hat and you're a part of the whole boss table and you didn't have to pay anything at all. I
promise you, I will be sweating bullets, waiting to see who. Thank God.
Yo, you know what I was thinking too, like this whole time, is I'm gonna put a debit card in the hat because if the server is picking it, she gonna pick the heaviest joint. And everybody got a heavy card, they're not gonna pick the little.
That's a fact.
That's the finesse.
That's a fact. That's
I came up with the finesse. A thin little debit card because you're not pulling the debit. I had to tell the waitress, hey, this is my debit card, so here, just put it, I don't know.
And I'm going to tell the waitress, listen, when you pull these names, it would be to your advantage to pick the heavy metal. You already put me on game. Let's go. When we going to dinner?
The finesse.
When are we going to dinner? All right, you guys. So, Social Proof Podcast, this episode is brought to you by 6-Figure EDU. That is 6figureedu.com. I have the dopest program available that fully develops coaches and consultants from scratch to produce their own 6 or 7-figure coaching and consulting business. So that's one-on-one coaching, done-for-you coaching, that is group coaching, that's memberships, that's courses, you name it. I am the only person out here fully developing coaches and consultants. And I'm not just talking about teaching you the skill set of being a coach or a consultant. I'm also teaching you how to run your business like a business and not like a hobby. Ain't nobody else doing that.
That's a fact.
That nobody else is doing that. Secondly, this episode is brought to you by Post to Pay. You know what nobody else is doing?
What's that?
Listen, they're not paying attention to what their hero product customers and clients need.
Okay.
But I do.
Tell me more, Donnie.
Thank you. I understand that even when my students and clients have successful business models, most of them still struggle to promote themselves and have an engaging brand on social media. So I have removed the overwhelm. You don't have to worry about what you're supposed to be posting. Your girl's going to tell you that. I have mastered organic marketing on social media, and Post to Paid is my community, and it's the only community in which I will send you 3 text messages every single day from my phone to yours. They are post prompts. All you do is copy exactly what I say to do and watch your sales and your engagement go up. And you can do that by texting me at 404-737-2767. Text the words post to paid.
You want to show me?
Text the words post to paid at 404-737-2767.
You want to show me?
Y'all text me. I got to get my weight up.
Let me see.
First of all, I don't know how you passed me up a little bit.
Being creative.
But
you know how I did it?
Yo, Shans was so determined to pass me in the he was so behind me for so long.
Hey, man.
Let me buy you lunch if you join my text group.
Hey, man.
I cannot.
I'm being creative. And
watch me do it too, and I'm about to be right back ahead of you. 404-737-2767. Yep.
Aw. All right, so anyway, this episode is sponsored by the Content Creation Bootcamp, okay? Your content is garbage. You are so talented, but the stuff you post, it just don't hit. Don't nobody buy your products or your services. You got an ill clothing brand. You got a dope program, but you don't know how to paint pictures online. So what we did is put together a 3-day experience where I am coaching you on how to create content that sells, content that allows people to stay on your page for long periods of time and consume your content. You really need people to like, comment, share, and save. There's a formula behind it, but you just don't know the formula because you haven't come to the Content Creation Bootcamp. So if you go to creatorsbootcamp.com/, we got a discount for a social proof. Text Jen and tell us make a little discount for social proof because everybody else give a discount on this platform. creatorsbootcamp.com/social proof, one word. creatorsbootcamp.com/social proof. We have one coming up. Just go to the website. And if you don't see one coming up, just join the waiting list and we'll have something coming up for you. Okay. So make sure you text me.
Let me see.
At 404-737-4935. 404-737-4935. Shoot me a text. I do reply back, okay? So let's wrap this thing up, man. Donni, thank you. This was amazing.
We had a good time.
Thank y'all for coming. We got breakfast for you.
Hey.
Absolutely. So, man, do me a favor. Do yourself a favor. Go get you some social proof, okay? Go build something. But I need you to remember how you built it. Don't be so far from your community that you don't come back and teach them how you built what you built. All right? We are out of here.
Bye.
Peace.